Hi, and welcome to another Type with Me. In today's video, I want to talk about how to build a static file server within Deno. How will you do that? So to serve and to handle a request, we can use serve from the standard library of Deno, right? std add and then this number http server.ts. Then we can create a handler. So we have here handler equals requests, and then we are of course going to return a response, and in this regard it's hello world, and then we're going to serve our handler with port 8080. If we now run this, we do yes, then we have our port right here. What I then can do is copy this, can go here, can do curl, and we get here hello world. So next step that we need is something like this, and we need here the file path, right? So we're going to extract that so that we can read /app.html. So we're going to put here file path, and then of course we need to have here something like this, request.url, and then we got the path name, and then we are just going to return the path name within our response, but later on we will serve that path name towards our end users, right? If we now go to this URL and we do curl this path slash and then index.html, we get still hello world because we need to save this. I'm going to do it again. Still hello world. Why? Because of course we need to restart our static server. Now we get /index.html. So mainly we have a base part that we need to serve, so we're going to do it like this, and then we can have something like this, base part. So if we now test this out with curl, we get again same kind of result, and that's something that I really need to learn, is to restart my server and then try it out again, of course. Then you have public index.html. So next step that we need to do is to look into the file size. So we have an async await, and then we try to read the file path.size, and if it doesn't find file, we return a 404, otherwise we return 500, right? So of course I need to restart my server. And then we are going to ask for index.html. You see here that is waiting. Why is waiting? Well, Deno is asking for permission to read it, so we say yes. Now we get something back, but it's not going towards the file path. I think it will return the status 404 or the status 500. We cannot show that right here with curl. So next step is to read the file. Can very easily do that with following paths or commands. So I'm going to create a folder public. And then I'm going to create something like index. I'm just gonna put something like this here. Hello world. So I'm going to restart server. Let's say yes. And then of course we're going to curl again. We need to set permissions again. Then we have public index.html. And here we go, we have div hello world div. So it works. So the last step that I want to do is to look up the media type. So we need to import here media types. Then here I can very easily return the correct media type. So the last thing that I can do is add here a content type. You can do it like this. We are going to do a lookup of the file path, and then we can get content type back. And otherwise we will just use application/octet stream. So going back towards running the server, and of course here I'm going to do curl, and then we need to say yes, so we can guarantee permissions, and we get a hello world back. So if you now go to index.html in your browser, you get hello world, which is what we want, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it and you can use it into your day-to-day job or just play around with it. I can recommend that. In one of the next videos, I want to try new HTML and CSS functionalities that are available into the browser. So stay tuned, and maybe that will bring you something new that you didn't know. This is a great video for me. Thank you very much, and see you next time.